Hi boys and girls, Teacher Nikki here again, and today we're going to be doing math. Now, the last time we looked at one less than, but today we're going to be looking at one more than. But just before we get into our lesson, you know what I like. I like to see you writing those names, the name of the day, and the name of the month. So you do that whilst I get our lesson up and prepared. So I'll see you back in a few seconds. Welcome back. Hope those names were written properly and neatly, sitting on the line, of course. As I mentioned earlier, the last time we looked at one less than, but today we're going to be looking at one more than. Let's look at an example. On the screen, you can see some t-shirts. Let's pretend I had 2 t-shirts at first, and I wanted one more, which would be the third one. So 2 plus 1 will give me 3. So if my number is 2, 1 more than 2 would be the number 3. So 1 more added to 2 will be 3. Understand? So in every number that I'm going to share with you today, you need to add 1 more to that number to get the answer. Very simple. The last time when we looked at one less than, we took away 1. But this time, we're adding 1. So let's look at some examples and see if you're going to get it. We have some pictures of some birthday cakes. I love a birthday cake, and I'm sure you do too. Now, I want you to look at each cake carefully. I know you're excited, but let's look at each cake carefully. You're going to pay more focus to the candles on each cake. Then I want you to put an X or identify the cake that has 1 more candle than the number. Now, what's the number we're looking at? We're looking at the number 2. So 2 is our number, and we're going to look at the cakes to see which one of these cakes has 1 more candle than the number 2. So the first cake has 4 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next cake has 3 candles. 1, 2, 3. Then we have our final cake, and that cake has 2 candles. 1, 2. So when we look at the cakes, which one of them shows 1 more than 2. Let's check the answer. So here we would have the cake with 3 candles as the answer. 1 more than 2 would be the number 3. For example, if I have 2 fingers up and I add 1 more, I will get 3. Easy. Let's look at another one. This time we have some quotes. Our number is the number 3, and we're looking for the quote that has 1 more than 3 in buttons. So we're going to put X, or we're going to identify the quote that has 1 more button than the number 3. So let's look at the first quote. The pink quote has how many buttons? I want you to count and then you're going to tell me. I heard 6. I don't think that's correct. I heard 8. That's correct. So the first quote that is pink has 8 buttons. Let's look at the orange quote. How many buttons are on the orange quote? Got it? All right. So I'm seeing 4 buttons. Let's look at the brown coat. That's one easy. The brown coat has 2 buttons. So if I want to know what's 1 more than the number 3, what do I need to do? Do I need to add or do I need to subtract? That's good. I need to add. So I need to add 1 more to the number 3. And that will give me, what would it be? Good. That will give me the number 4. And when we look at the coats, the orange coat has 4 buttons. So if you were able to identify that coat, then you're correct. 1 more than 3 is 4. Easy. Let's look at another example. Here we have some gloves. Now, I want you to take your time, look at them, then we're going to count them together. The number we're going to be looking at is the number 4. We want to know what is 1 more than 4. So let's look at the gloves. The first set is the pink. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can see 4. Then for the blue, we can see 2. For the brown, let's count the brown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one shows 1 more? So when you look at the gloves in groups, which one would show me 1 more glove than the number 4? You can put up your fingers as well and just add 1 more. I heard someone said 5. Great, that's correct. So 1 more than 4 is the number 5. So that would be the group of brown gloves. Let's double check on our answer. There we go. 5. 5 is 1 more than 4. Let's look at another. So here I have some pencils and I group them in each box. We're looking for the group that has 1 more pencil than the number 5. 1 more pencil than the number 5. Let's look at the first group. How many pencils are in the first group? Awesome. 6 pencils. Nice. Let's look at the second group. How many pencils are in the second group? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pencils. And then in the third group, how many pencils are in there? Let's count it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pencils. So if I wanted 1 more than 5, which group would it be? Correct. It would be the group with 6 pencils. 1 more than 5 would be the number 6. Got it? Great. If you got it, then awesome job. Let's look at the answer. So your X, if you were drawing these pencils, would be on this group that has 6 pencils. So like I said before, it's very easy. When we're thinking about 1 more, you can put your fingers up. I have 5 pencils. If I needed 1 more, I would have 6, right? It's simple as that. Let's look at another one. Are you ready? All right, so here I have some balls and I group them. So we have some black, some blue, and we have some orange. Our number is the number 9. Now I want you to identify the group or put an X on the group that shows 1 more ball than 9. So if our number is 9, we need to ensure that when we count these balls in their respective groups, we can come up with the correct answer that shows 1 more than 9. I can't tell you what our number is as yet, but let's count the balls. So let's count the black balls. How many do we have in this group? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 black balls. Let's go to the group in blue. How many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 blue balls. Let's go over to the group in orange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So the orange set, we have 10 balls. So looking at these groups, which one shows 1 more than the number 9? I'll give you 5 seconds to answer that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's the answer? The answer would be the group with 10 balls, which would be the orange group. 10 is 1 more than the number 9. 10 is 1 more than the number 9. Very easy. Great. Now that we would have completed those with the pictures, it's time for you to start writing numbers. So on the screen, I'm going to put up a worksheet and you will have to write the answer to the numbers that are being shown. When you're writing your answer, you're going to think about what number will I get when I add 1 more. Not 1 less, 1 more. So on the screen, you should be seeing the number 3, 5, 1, 7, 9, and 2. Now, if I add 1 more to the number 3, what would be my answer? If I add 1 more to the number 7, what would be the answer? If I add 1 more to the number 2, what will be the answer? When you find your answer, I want you to take your book, show it to your mother, your father, or maybe your big brother or sister. Ensure that you take your time and count properly. You can draw, use counters, or use your fingers to ensure that you have the correct answer. It's very easy, so no need to be flustered. When you have completed your work neatly and nicely, take it, show it to someone, let them tell you if you have the correct answers or not, and when you're finished, I'm sure they're going to give you a sticker. All right? So until we meet again, remember, when we're talking about 1 more, we add. When we're talking about 1 less, we subtract. So take your time, complete the worksheet, and until we meet again, this is Teacher Anika saying, do stay safe, boys and girls. Until.